In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the writer, director and producer Guillermo del Toro and his first ever venture into stop motion animation. I'm also going to talk about this book by the co-founders of Aardman Animations. I'm also going to talk about my website. I'm also going to mention animationtoolkit.com. You better not go anywhere. My name's Pete Ellis. This is my animated life. Roll the VT. Hi! Welcome to another episode of My Animated Life with me, Pete Ellis. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the notification icon, then you won't miss any more of these videos. Also, I now have a website, myanimatedlife.co.uk. It has only just been launched. There's a lot of work to be done on it, but for you loyal fans, I would like you to check it out, see what you think, subscribe, get on the newsletter, let me know what you think about it. Something else that I'm going to start doing, if you ever see my mini-me flossing in one of the videos, please note down the timestamp of when he appears in the comments below, along with the answer to the question that I will give you at the end of this video. Please watch out for him, he'll be somewhere in this video. Let's get on to the news. I think the stop motion community went absolutely mental this week with the news that Guillermo del Toro has signed a contract with Netflix to produce his first ever stop motion animation, Pinocchio, on their platform. Now this is unbelievable news. One, because Guillermo del Toro is one of the best directors, producers, writers that we know out there, and his vision and his style fits so well with stop motion animation. It's amazing that he hasn't done anything sooner. What he could create with Pinocchio is very impressive and exciting, and I can't wait to see what he does. There's a bit of info here from Cartoon Brew, who did a little bit of an interview I think with him, and I shall let you into some of the things that he says. So we know that it's going to be the classic tale of Pinocchio, based in Italy during the 1930s. He actually goes on to say that in our story, Pinocchio is an innocent soul with an uncaring father who gets lost in a world he cannot comprehend. So he's going more back to the roots of the original Pinocchio. Forget the Disney version. Disney didn't really do it justice in the way that Pinocchio is really perceived, especially in the book. He embarks on an extraordinary journey that leaves him with a deep understanding of his father and the real world. He then goes on to say, "No art form has influenced my life and work more than animation, and no single character in history has as deep a personal connection to me as Pinocchio. I've wanted to make this movie as long as I can remember. If you didn't know already, it was originally going to be with Amazon, and Amazon pulled the plug. This was about a year ago, so Netflix have just recently taken it on, and he has actually, as he goes on to say, after an incredible experience we have had on Troll Hunters, which was also with Netflix, he's been given the opportunity of a lifetime to introduce audiences everywhere to his vision of this strange puppet turned real boy. I think he's going to do an incredible job of directing and producing Pinocchio in stop motion form. It's also, I believe, going to be a musical. I'm hearing the rumours that McKinnon and Saunders, based just outside of where I am, will be doing the puppets for this feature-length film. They did Corpse Bride, they've done Fantastic Mr. Fox. These guys are incredible. They're a little small housed company based in Altrincham, and they make some of the most incredible puppets that you will have seen on TV and screen. And I was lucky enough once to meet Pete Saunders, who is one of the co-owners of the place, and have a look around the workshop back there. They will make the most amazing puppets for Guillermo del Toro and this production of Pinocchio. So let me know what you all think. How do you think Guillermo del Toro's production, and how will he perceive Pinocchio in its true light to how it was written in comparison to Disney's version, which was kind of family orientated? I don't feel Guillermo del Toro will go down that route. I think he'll keep it very much true to the book, which is a bit more on the darker side, which is especially how he is when you look at Shape of Water and Pan's Labyrinth, and we could mention so many more. Let me know what you think in the description below. When we talk about Aardman Animations, the first thing that most people say is Wallace and Gromit and Nick Parks. But let's not forget the co-founders who actually started the production company Aardman Animations. They are Peter Lord and Dave Sproxton. And these guys started out as young kids working on kitchen tabletops, experimenting in the art form stop motion animation. And the progression of where they came to where they are now is thanks to those two guys. And this book, Aardman, an epic journey taken one frame at a time, tells the tale of Peter Lord and Dave Sproxton, and also when they met up with Nick Parks, and the whole backstory of Aardman Animations. And I'm really excited. It's something that I will be buying straight away as soon as it becomes available. So apparently the story will include key moments that shaped Aardman Animations from their first professional commissions, developing iconic TV commercials, and that goes without saying Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, which I think is still one of the most watched stop motion music videos of all time. They talk about the Hollywood glamour from their first venture into feature films, Chicken Run with DreamWorks. They also go on about their highs and lows of winning awards and not getting recognition worldwide, to not getting anything and being shut down from productions, and insights into the business and how they built their business when really they're creative guys that don't really do business, but somehow managed to fathom it out and make this multi-million-pound company that we all know and love, Aardman Animations. It sounds like an incredible book. I'm definitely going to be getting it as soon as it comes out, and it does come out very soon. In fact, let me find out for you. Rupert has appeared. Right, you can pre-order the book for the 15th of November. So the book is going to come out on the 15th of November. It should be an absolutely incredible read. I can't wait actually to get this book. It's going to go on pre-order right now. I will come back to you with my own personal review of this book, well, after the 15th of November. Let's see how we get on. Now, I want to make you all aware of the one-stop stop-motion animation shop which I use for all of my gear, and that is animationtoolkit.com. You can find them on the web, you can find them on Facebook, and now you can find them on YouTube. Wes Wood, who is the founder of animationtoolkit.com, is doing an incredible job, and I just want to point it out to you because he's started to become a little bit more mainstream, and he's got himself involved in the social media side of things. He is doing live events every Sunday, or almost every Sunday, on his Facebook page, where he talks about all sorts. He's talked about silver soldering, how you can do that with your armatures. He's spoken about puppet maintenance and how you can repair your puppets whilst animating. Today, he is going to be doing a Halloween stop motion special. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm sure it will be fantastic, and I am going to, hopefully, once this video has been made, tune into his event and see what he has to offer. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Go to Facebook, animationtoolkit.com. You can be notified when he goes live. Okay, questions. I've got 2 questions this week. If you have asked a question and it hasn't been shown on this video, then please resubmit next time. I will answer it on Instagram anyway, and well, let's get into it. First one is by Lego Wolf Studio, and it is tips for animating smoke. Well, there are two ways that you could possibly do this. There is the cheating way, which is to do it on the computer afterwards in visual effects. Obviously you'd need to have something like Adobe After Effects or some kind of a green screen effect that you could buy and put the smoke on then. Now that's a cheating way, and we are here because we love stop motion and doing things practical and in camera. So I am going to suggest the other route that you can go down, which is very similar to Fantastic Mr. Fox. If ever you've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, all of their visual effects were done in camera and they were all practical, and they used a simple system of cotton wool, and that is all that they did. So even for the cars, for everything, whenever they wanted any kind of smoke, there's a whole fire sequence towards the end, I remember. The best thing to do is to get some cotton wool balls, and you can just slowly pull them away, and the fibres just leave the streak, and they eventually, once you've manipulated them enough, they make the look of smoke. You can wet it a little bit or put Vaseline on it if you want to keep it into certain shapes. You can, if you need to, you can make a few rigs up with wires so that you can have it exactly where you want it. But you can manipulate cotton wool and produce smoke effects in shot, in camera, without the need of any visual effects software. You just have to take a bit of time doing it, and yeah, it's not easy. Try a few tests first. There are so many ways that you can do it. Maybe I'll try and do a video on how to do stop motion smoke on this channel. Thank you very much, Lego Wolf Studio, for that question. Next one is by Moneyvan. Your question is, what's your inspiration? So what's my inspiration? Well, my inspiration, if we are talking about this channel, my inspiration is you guys. I'm doing these videos to inspire you, so you're my inspiration. But if we're talking about who inspired me, then I have to start with Aardman Animations, Dave Sproxman, Pete Lord with their Morph. But then obviously the turning point for me was Nick Parks and Wallace and Gromit. I can't say that did not make me want to get into stop motion animation. They, without shadow of a doubt, Wallace and Gromit was the reason why I started doing stop motion animation. I then looked back at all of the early stop motion animation and fell in love with Ray Harryhausen and his work. Jason and the Argonauts, that skeleton fight is just unreal. So yes, you're my inspiration because I feel like I am giving something back to the community. I want people to realise that stop motion animation has its place still in this industry, which is very much a CGI industry now. There is still a place for stop motion animation. Great questions, thank you very much. I will do some more. Thank you very much for watching. We're right at the very end now. Did you see my mini-me flossing in this video? If you did, please put down the timestamp of when he appeared in the comments below, along with the answer to this question. And the question is, obviously we have just heard about Guillermo del Toro doing a stop motion animation. We know Henry Selick has done stop motion animation. Who else would you like to see direct a stop motion animation who hasn't done one yet? And what do you think they would do? The best answer will be announced on the next news video, and I will also give them a little prize. How about that then? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Pete Ellis. This is my animated life. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification icon, and I will see you in the next video. Keep animating one frame at a time.